This is a possible script for your YouTube video section on what are the consequences of reaching or breaching the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is a legal limit on how much the federal government can borrow to pay its existing obligations, such as Social Security benefits, military salaries, interest on the national debt and tax refunds. Congress has to periodically raise or suspend the debt ceiling to avoid defaulting on these payments and risking a financial crisis. However, raising the debt ceiling has become a political challenge and a source of partisan conflict in Congress. Some Republicans have demanded spending cuts or other policy concessions from Democrats in exchange for raising the debt limit, arguing that the government needs to reduce its debt and live within its means. Democrats have rejected these demands, insisting that the debt ceiling should be raised without conditions, since it only authorizes paying for bills that Congress has already approved. There are several possible solutions to this impasse, but none of them are easy or guaranteed to work. Here are some of them. A bipartisan compromise. The most straightforward way to avoid a default is for both parties to agree on a deal that raises or suspends the debt ceiling, possibly with some spending reforms or revenue increases that address the long-term fiscal challenges of the country. This would require good faith negotiations and compromise from both sides, which may be difficult in the current political climate. A reconciliation bill. Democrats could try to raise the debt ceiling through a special legislative process called reconciliation, which allows them to pass certain budget-related bills with a simple majority in the Senate, bypassing the filibuster and the need for Republican votes. However, this option has several drawbacks. It would take time and consume precious legislative bandwidth that Democrats want to use for other priorities, such as their social spending and climate package. It would require unanimous support from all 50 Senate Democrats, which may not be feasible, and it would expose Democrats to political attacks from Republicans for raising the debt limit on their own. A unilateral action by President Biden. Some legal scholars and commentators have suggested that President Biden could invoke his constitutional authority or use other creative means to raise or ignore the debt ceiling without congressional approval.